I want to make a video on something, and it is a theory that I pieced together. So you can understand with a theory, you cannot really prove or disprove a theory, and it remains a theory until it's proven or disproven. So I'm going to preface what I'm about to say with a few ideas. Number one, what I am about to say is not written in any Bible. Number one. Number two, I do not know if my theory is correct or not. So please don't sit here and say I am saying this is absolutely true. I am letting you know it's a theory I pieced together. Number three, I have never read this anywhere or heard anyone speak about it. So here is my theory. If time is not linear, meaning it doesn't run in one direction, and if time, past, present, and future are all happening at the same time, and I use the keyword if, true. If photon-wise, quantum mechanics and everything else, time has the ability to reverse, and if people truly have been able to revisit the past and things like the Akashic records or whatever they're called, if everything is true, and if, theoretically speaking, if the past, present, and future are happening at the same time, being that God is omniscient and omnipresent, using logic and common sense, my theory is this: if all that is true, I would tend to think that Jesus is resurrected at the same time that he is still on the cross, going through the crucifixion, as the same time as everything else. Because if that is all true, then it means the past, present, and future are happening all at the same time. And eventually, so what that would mean is, and it brings more gravity to the idea of every time a person sins, it would make more sense, additionally, if Jesus died for everybody, and how he dies for people who aren't even born yet that are going to sin, would make more sense in this type of theory. Again, it is a theory. I'm not saying this is the truth. I'm saying it's a theory. If that is the case, then it brings more gravity to a situation of someone sinning, which would mean, that being the case, if true, would mean that yes, as Jesus is resurrected, but at the same time, being that God is omnipresent, meaning he's everywhere at the same time, meaning he is present in all times, even though he exists outside of time frame, he also would exist in time frame too, being everywhere at once, omnipresent and omniscient, correct? So if that's the case, that means every time we'd sin, each of those sins are going on him currently, which makes more sense about grace. And when you think of it like that, if it's true, the times I've told people, don't use Jesus like a credit card. I meant that for a reason. I started really piecing things together, and this is my theory. Again, I could be wrong, and I'm not, and like I said, it's not in the Bible anywhere. But I started thinking on this, and now I'm wondering if that's true, and he's present everywhere, omnipresent, right? That would mean the crucifixion is still happening, even at the same time that he's resurrected, because he would be omnipresent in everywhere, in everything, which is a very heavy thing to take in when you think about it. Every time we sin, he would be currently being affected by every sin. If what I just said happens to be true. Now, That being said, I believe there eventually will be a stop to all time, meaning that window of grace would more than likely end at some point, or that access to that point or any point eventually, if time is stopped or the tape runs out, as they put it. It would make more sense than on Jesus dying for the entire world, for those who choose to accept it, every sin they ever commit being put upon him. And each sin could not have been put upon him unless, because if the person's not born, how can their sin be put upon a sacrifice that's already passed, unless that sacrifice is still continuing and still going on currently. Now again, I will end this is just a theory I pieced together after thinking on a lot of stuff. And I could be wrong. I really could. That's why I said it's a theory only. I'm not saying that what I am saying is correct. A theory may or may not be true. I also stated this is not written in the Bible anywhere. I've never heard anyone's talk on it. I've never heard a scientist talk on it. So I literally just pieced this together in my own head. And I'm no one special. Just thinking on things, this is what came to me. So I wanted to put that out there. Again, let me say again, and I'm repeating it for the same reason. What I just stated is not written in any Bible anywhere. It's not written in any book anywhere. No one has ever said it. This is a new theory. Anyway, thought I'd put that out there, and there's a reason I'm putting it out there. Everyone take care, and I definitely something to think about, and it gives new thought to things that we were taught over time. Take care.